This episode right here, it really had me at the edge of my toes. Like this anime, like it is very clear. It is self-aware on the tropes, on the cliche of a rom-com. Like it is crazy to me the back and forth. How you have these two people right here. They both love him. They both have feelings for him. They know that they recognize that he reads rom-com. Shio recognizes that he wants to elevate her game, actually show how good of a couple they could be together. Like actually show, make him fall with her. It is so crazy to me how she hold this entire episode right up to the halfway point. Well, it was all about She-Ho. And it is crazy to me that you do all of that and Akarin, and me personally, I'm gonna be honest, me personally, I like Akarin. I like Akarin way more than Shiho. Akarin, yeah, like I said, to Tsundere is better. I really like that kind of character. I like her design. Shiho is cool, but it is crazy to me how you get this cliche of being trapped in the gym closet, having your savior rescue you, and not only that, she actually messed up because he didn't even come. EU didn't even come. He didn't even come originally. He came late, and then we have another one where it. It, it's just so crazy to me how she planned this idea of having a waiting for him in the locker room in the closet, and it had another cliche and where it actually becomes locked, and it's just so crazy to me how they, even though she miscalculated, the situation still happened regardless. It still happened regardless. She still managed to snatch victory for the jaws of from the jaws of defeat. She still managed to clutch up, but despite all of that, she it was still not enough for EU to fall apart. She still somehow after all of this situation, he still doesn't recognize it that she loves her. That is absolutely crazy to me. Like I saw a comment on Reddit that says all three of the friends are stupid. They really are. But honestly, stupid in a charming way. Like I actually kind of like the it the free brain cells that these three people share because they're clearly not thinking right. But it is but it's good and funny. Like how creative they use these cliches to their advantages. Like it is so crazy how at one point where again he tried to confess her feelings, and you think it actually gonna go somewhere, but it goes right back to the very beginning. Like again, it was right there. It was she was so close to accomplishing her goal. He was on the very edge, like actually on the very edge of success. It is absolutely incredible to me. Until that. Until Akarin comes and ruins the glory. It is crazy to me how this episode went back and forth between Shiho and Akarin, and how it went back and forth between you think it's actually gonna go somewhere, but it never actually does. But I kind of like that unpredictability because if there are some moments where it is predictable, but there's some moments where you actually think it's going to go somewhere, but it actually doesn't. It's very hard to predict what's going to result of all this. I genuinely believe Akarin Akarin for me, like me personally, more for my taste, Akarin is better. I like Akarin. Akarin is just a far superior character. For Akarin in general, I really like the idea of Akarin, how she is a strong-willed character. She does try to appeal to EU, but in her own stubborn way. With Shiho, like it is I'm just done. How you had the whole, like again, 13 minutes, actual 13 minutes, and you still couldn't get the job done. It is crazy to me how much you fumbled. It is so. laughable how after all of that, and to the point where like you think it had to go somewhere, but like it is crazy how Shiho like he asked EU and Shiho, like they think they might get together. Shiho realized that EU is not that dumb. He's not that. There's no way you could be that dumb. And it is crazy to me how there are so many moments of action. Like see, like right here, he realizes that she knows that EU knows, and like it is crazy to me. Despite all of that, she still doesn't know how to progress from here. Like it is funny to me how seeing how these characters they don't necessarily plan what's next after that. And I know that's something that you can't really predict. You can't really predict or you can't really plan in advance when you're in love like a girl like her. But it is crazy to me seeing how she actually just defaults to making fun of him again and actually just reverse all their progress back to level one. That is actually insane to me. That is the most self destruction of a relationship or the most self destruction of a progression system I have ever seen. That was honestly, hon- honestly surprising to me. I was actually shocked that they actually did they actually went that route, and it made but at the same time it made me happy because I truly believe Akarin deserves the spotlight. Like I said before, Akarin like she's awesome. I love Akarin a lot. She's one of my favorite characters, and it's very so interesting seeing how the back and forth between how she's very mean spirited when she's unable to show her feelings, but she still remembers the old EU. She still remembers the promise, and she still tried to. She she still at the very like he still even asks him, "Do you still remember the promise?" And it act like, oh, I predicted that she was gonna say, "I'm not gonna remember the promise," but I was stunned that he legitimately remembers the promise. I thought for sure he was gonna forget the promise because that is such a cliche in a lot of Roman anime where you have to jog that memory. But the fact that he actually even remembers it, and the fact that and like the fact like when they were kids, like he remembers the flashback and everything. The fact that he remembers all of that, that is crazy. The fact that he remembered this moment and actually admits to it, it is crazy to me. And not only that, the fact that you have this wholesome moment between those two, and this is a moment that not even EU can ignore. There's no way he is that dumb. If a moment like Shiho, if a moment that she recognizes, then I would feel like this is a moment he would definitely would have to remember because this is far more meaningful and far more progression to someone like Shiho. But Shiho is more I wouldn't say sexual, but more impulse charge. This right here is more memory based nostalgia, had a lot of heavy emotion and weight behind it, and and when you see, cause when she's serious, you can really feel the emotion when she actually says what she wants to say, and that's why I can appreciate Akarin because you can see the total shift in her mood when she's like this. I think she's a far better character, easily, in my opinion. But regardless, this episode really had me on my toes. I was real. I was there was sometimes where I was upset, and sometimes where I was really happy. I was it was a roller coaster ride. That's really all I gotta say. It was a crazy, interesting episode. I really liked this episode more than I should have, but it was just really funny laughing at the cliche because again it's very self aware of what it's trying to do, and I can respect that. I can respect that it's self aware of the cliche in anime culture. But regardless, I'll see you guys on next one.